Hello minasan, Hikihime this, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called House in the Woods and it's by the developer HushBrush. Let's start a new game. Yeah, and I don't see any houses this way. Take this right, it should be just behind that turn. Sophie. There it is, park over. Wait, we need to find other point of view of driving the house, but we need to be coming from the left. What? Why? That side has a lot more trees hiding the house, it will look more dramatic. Are we filming a movie? Is this it? How disappointing. What do you mean? This is the house of the infamous O'Connor family murders and it just looks like a regular old shack. Do you want it to look like a certain way? I don't know, I expected something that looked like a crime scene, yellow tapes, sharp outlines, blood stains, maybe a murder weapon or two. This just looks like a grandma's house. Well, it depends on how much time has passed, right? It's gonna take effort to make this scary. Aren't we trespassing? Of course not, no one has been here in a decade other than the homeless and drug dealers. Oh, that makes me feel so much safer. Now check the house for anything that looks scary. You're helping me look, right? What? No, I gotta figure out the most dramatic way to film this. It's still wordless if the footage looks like crap. I'm gonna be in the hallway, talk to me when you find something interesting. Alright? So we are here for a movie. Like we're making a movie or some sort. Some random utility bills, nothing noteworthy. The sofa is covered in dust, otherwise it seems to be in good condition. Maybe we can take it. A dusty bookshelf. The shelf is filled to the brim with books, law tomes, history books, and encyclopedias. Many of the books are still wrapped in plastic. You get the feeling that these books were not read often, let alone take out of the shelf. I'm gonna save just in case. Oh, nice sound. Whoa. Nice sound effects. Can I like move it from the side? No. Okay, you're there. What's this? A wooden table with a single pot plant. Inspect table. It's a very ordinary looking table. The coloring is faded out, but it probably wasn't vibrant when it was seated. So, well, it's covered in mold. Ew. Below the table, you run your hand through the underside of the table. You feel cobwebs, mold, and chewing gum. Ew. Decade old chewing. It's disgusting. Inspect the plant. It is so decayed that you can tell it was originally looked like here. But it was a real plant. What is this? An old rocking chair. Can I not inspect this rock? No. I see a sock. Water with stuffed animal resting on top. Inspect stuffed animal. It looks like a bear. It is covering cobwebs and missing an eye. Find various articles of clothing belonging to a young girl and also a lot of mods. There are socks and other garments in this drawer as well as some dolls, stray papers and crayons. The room of a little girl seems. Disabled single bed, look below the bed. It's as dark as white under the bed. Something could hide here and you will be none the wiser. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Colorful stains and handprints as if someone ate chips and wiped the hands on the sheets. There's also a subtle but still scent of urine. Smells like saliva and cheese sticks. Definitely a kid's room. It looks like the paintings of a child. Dishes. You don't see the point of inspecting this. Kitchen sink, there is no water, alright. Induction stove and oven, inspect stove. It is scratched and dirty, there are scraps of rice and pasta. It won't turn on. Rusty and creaky, it takes some effort to open further. The inside is dirty, you can see what looks like burnt chicken remains. It smells bad. Ew. Microwave? Model looks very old, it was probably outdated even when it was still in use. It's covered in rust. The fridge has the worst smell of anything in the house, you don't even dare to open it. Understandable. Rusty table lamp. Clock? No. Bed? Look below the bed. Entire house. This game has a lot of typos. It's dusty, but the underside of the bed takes it to a different level. Fluff, hair, dust, cobwebs, and other things you can immediately identify. You can imagine monsters will hide below the bed when it's this filthy. Find soft material, you can tell it's really new because the texture hasn't been ruined by constant washing. You'd consider taking it if it wasn't for the bedbugs. Yeah. Look, oh, I already did that. Cold, very cold. Well, so far nothing spooky. Smelly towel. Bathtub, there isn't much to see here. Dirty toilet, you don't feel like inspecting it. It's covered in dust, you can barely see your reflection. There's a folded paper below the lamp. It has a handwriting made in pen. It appears to be a to-do list. Groceries, pick up laundry, cancel gym subscription, renew driver's license, pay light bill, fix basement door. Basement? You find bedsheet inside on dead moths. Ew. Okay, so there is, it's either under that table or under this desk. Cannot get out. Under this rock, I mean, not desk. Hey, so there's nothing spooky in here. Let's leave. Please. Fine, I already filmed with my phone anyways. Let's get out of the smelly house. You leave the house after finding absolutely nothing noteworthy. The footage isn't even interesting enough to make into a video. Ending 1 of 4. Okay, 4 endings. Well, that was a waste of time. Well, it's better than being killed. I feel like this game needs some background music. Made using RPG Maker, MC, artwork, story, and game made by HushBrush and all the plugins, right? Thank you for playing, thank you for making the game, but I'm not done yet. Oh, that's a nice sound effect. When you contact me then, go find some scary... Okay, what about... Are we here again? You know why our videos are doing awful lately or views drop to 2 digits? I mean, you have 2 digits view, I have 1 digit views, why are you complaining? When I do a lot some seriously freaky stuff, whoa, you can upload a different kind of freaky. If you want any chance of becoming full-time content creators. You want to explore abandoned buildings for a living? I want to do anything other than my shitty retail job. You know what? You know what? You know what? Understandable. You're gonna risk it being killed by some drug dealer or like drug addict or like demon monster ghost. It's still better than working a retail job. I don't want to look into find something disturbing. But there's nothing disturbing here. I already checked everything. This rocket's super suspicious, but I cannot prove it. So maybe I can move this. From this side. There is no option to tell her like, yeah, I found something. Okay, yeah, but the fridge seems to be very scary. I didn't miss anything, right? No, I think I checked everything. Okay, so I got the ending, but that seems to... Pretty sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, this is inspect dolls. Small plastic dolls, a very popular brand. You see them all the time in stores wearing pink dresses. They are missing their clothes as well as some body parts. Most of them have black lines running across their torsos, likely permanent marker. That's weird. Papers? Child drawings, elementary school homework, and bits of cut cardboard paper. At the back of the drawer, you find yet another paper, or so you think. You reach towards it and grab it, feeling a texture and consistency you don't see in regular paper. It is a small white rectangle. You turn around and discover what it really is. A Polaroid. It is a picture of a little girl playing with dolls. She is looking at the camera and smiling widely. It appears that she's... You can just show me the picture, but only behind her is a door and just seeing. So, I did found something. Okay, where the picture? Okay, it doesn't repeat the information, damn it. A door I don't remember seeing. Maybe here? Yeah, I knew it. Hey, look, I found something. Yeah, secret room. Start recording. We're gonna get a bunch of viewers. Yeah. How many urban explorers have you seen discovering secret rooms? I know we can put the bookshelf back in place, then during the recording we act like we don't know about it and pretend to stumble into it. Think about how scary that would... Okay. Wait, I got stuck. I was like, oh no, I'm stuck behind the bookshelf. I'm gonna die. An old CRT TV. The table has a candle, a bit of Polaroid camera, and 2 pictures lying in the corner. Inspect the candle. It still has a lot of wax left. You can easily feel its scent. It seems this candle is relatively new, unlike everything else in the house. Worrying. Also, I don't like when people say like old CRT TVs because they were pretty common when I was a kid, and even when I was a teenager, we still have some CRT TVs. Inspect the camera. It's a Polaroid camera. You have never seen one of these in person. You try taking a picture, but the camera does not work. There are no Polaroid sheets inside either. Inspect pictures. You grab the pictures and look at them. They are somewhat blurry, but you can make them out nonetheless. One picture shows a woman with long hair walking down the street at night. The surroundings neighborhood is strikingly similar to the one Sophie lives in. The other shows a timid-looking blonde man entering an apartment building identical to the one you live in. Yeah, that's us, right? Neither of the subjects are looking at the camera. It has this picture we're thinking without their knowledge. Yeah, it's us. There are photographs of you and Sophie. Oh shit. This game is cooking now. Pile of dirty clothes, very, very dirty clothes. Bottles of urine. Disgusting. Dairy food plates, scraps still remains to insects are taking care of them. Sleeping bag and some sort of cloth that seems to be used as a blanket. There's also some underwear, a needle, and a box of tissues. A needle? It's a board with multiple Polaroids pinned to it. You have a very bad feeling about this. You see various naked women that look unconscious or even pain. You take a closer look. These women are wounded, bearing large bruises in their limbs, bodies, and even faces. A couple of them have large gashes across their bodies. A smell of bleeding from freshly removed... Oh my god. Every last one of them appears... This is a good moment to say that this game actually gave me a warning when I opened the game about like a bunch of stuff, right? Like violence, stalking, kidnapping, murder, and sexual assault, right? So if now it's still a good moment. If you don't want to see any of that, feel free to leave in this moment. Every last one of them appear to be face up on top of what looks like some brittle circle drowned in a dark red substance, maybe blood. You feel like throwing up. We need to get out of here now. Look, we need to get out. Disturbing. A Polaroid of us, yeah. What? Someone has photograph of us? Are you serious? We need to leave. But what am I saying? You're right. We're in. Oh my god! These people are actually smart. I can't believe it. Am I gonna get the same ending? You bolt out of the house and inform the authorities of your findings. They're promptly going to investigate the house. They confirm the existence of the Polaroids and take them as evidence. However, they find no trace of whoever lived in that place. You never stop thinking about the Polaroids of you and Sophie. You wonder if the person who took them is still out there watching. Ending 2 of 4. Nope. Look, this is a great ending. This is a great ending because even in horror games, in horror movies, usually the people that get in trouble, like the victims, they were like, oh yeah, let's do stupid things. I'm not living. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Very dumb things, right? When in real life, you would like to think, because people are really stupid in real life too, but you would like to think that people will be like, nope, they have Polaroids of me. They're obviously doing some weird stuff here, and I don't want to partake on that. So very nice ending, very smart of the characters, right? A dirty pet. Someone has been staying here. Who is it? It's some homeless person, or you don't think the killer? Man, humanity for video helps the police find the culprit of the. Okay, yeah, monkey paw. It helps, but it's because you die. We'll become heroes, and our channel will gain so many subscribers. You know, I understand the need to have more subscribers. Believe me, I mean, I've been doing this for years, and it's not doing well. But come on, you have to think about other things sometimes. Go back in there and keep finding stuff. Television. The house doesn't seem to have electricity, and I didn't see anything resembling a generator outside. I know, let alone access any channels. Maybe it's because they're crazy. Underwear and tissues? No comment, alright. Piss bottles. Ew. Is it weird that the house is in the middle of the woods? Why not could the person in the room not relieve themselves outside? Maybe because they were hiding. Disturbing photos. Snuff photography? Fuck, that is very serious. We should definitely tell the authorities. And maybe leave those out of the recording. That is a bit too much for a video. Yeah, we don't want YouTube taking down the video, right? Sophie, those are real people. We were tortured, it's if not killed. I'm aware, and I just don't chance the fact that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. I don't like you, Sophie. What we found on this house could make us famous, turn our lives around. Think about it. You could leave your job of pizza delivery and do what you like to do again. Duck walking. Well, that is the least ambitious thing. I like Ian. I don't like you, Sophie. That's a nice job to have, Ian. Don't listen to Sophie. Though we'll tell the police about the photos. I just don't want to pass the opportunity, please. Polaroids of us. Yes. But let's keep it between us for now. If we tell the viewers that we found pictures for sales, they'll think we set it up. Let's wait until the eye. That sounds very fake. How do I know you didn't put this here so I could find it? Let's wait until we upload the video to tell the police. Okay, what do I do now? Do we try to leave now? Wait, so what do I... We need to leave, and then we're gonna leave again, right? Okay, yeah, but... What can I do now? She doesn't want to leave. Or like, she wants to leave, but only if I ask. What now? I don't see anything that has changed in the house. Do we move this back? What now? Okay, yeah, let's just... I mean, what else I can do? Maybe I did miss a clue in here. Okay, what now? Do I check under the beds? I feel like this game has been very quiet. I feel like it's gonna scream the shit out of me. Was this always here? Yeah, I think it was always here. Fridge? Hmm. Yeah, and anything I say doesn't change anything. Am I missing something inside here? No, it's all there is to it. But there's no items or anything, so I don't think I have to solve any kind of puzzle. Why are you not doing anything? You should be at least like moving around, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to inspect everything again. Okay. Laundry, gym, driver's license. So it says there's nothing unusual, but that makes me think there's something unusual. We just don't know yet. Turn the handles, but no wire. Okay, no, there's nothing I can find to inspect. And aside from living, I don't know. what else we could do. So the only way to have another kind of conversation is it's a Polaroid of us. Can I tell no? Polaroid of us. And yes. Yeah, no, I just... I honestly have no idea what to do. I feel like this game it's mostly pixel hunting for the next interaction. Nothing I have done seems very logical to me. It's kind of hard to guess what to do to trigger the next event. I already inspected everything like twice, so... What could be in here that can trigger an event? Alright. Honestly, no idea what to do. Like, we need to leave, and we leave, right? And that's the ending, but this is the only options I'm getting. But that's ending 2 of 4. How do I get the other endings? What could it be? The only things I can think about... That one's missing an eye, but... Pick up laundry, conceal, cancel gym subscription, renew driver's license. It says there's nothing unusual about this, but there's something unusual. Otherwise, you wouldn't be mentioning it, right? Yeah, no idea. Nope. Have no idea what I'm doing in this game. Do you think it may be bugged out or something? I don't think it bugged out, right? So you should be able to talk to this girl to get a clue, but... So I'm guessing I have to inspect something else that will give me another option in here. Okay, let's double check. We mentioned the TV the dirty bed, the underwear, the piece the piece bottles, and the Polaroids, right? Piece bottles, the food. We don't really talk about the food. It's kind of weird that we don't talk about the candle, right? Just go back in there and keep finding stuff. But honestly, aside from pixel hunting, it's not even pixel hunting. There's nothing else in here that I can see. So the candle is new, so someone comes in here. Yeah, I get that much, but... Yeah, I don't think this is very well thought of. Motherfucker, it was. I told you it was the carpet. The thing is, when I tried to interact with the carpet before, it didn't say anything, right? Which is kind of weird. So I assumed it was not interactable. So you should be able to interact. Ah, it's just a carpet, right? I guess as much at the beginning, but yeah. Hidden trapdoor. I know you can set it from the door behind the bookshelf, but two hidden entrances feels very suspicious to me. But it's the kind of thing we came for. Take a look down there, please. Why don't you do it? You're so interested in your views. So yeah, this is pretty obvious, but since I couldn't interact with it before, I just assumed it wasn't interactable. Oh shit. Oh no. Everything okay? And she's dead. Sophie? Sophie's dead. Sophie, are you there? Is she trying to scare me? That's very unlike her. Maybe she went outside? Oh shit! Motherfucker. You awake, face off in intense pain all over your body. The sensation of cold hair on your skin lets you know that your clothes are gone. Oh no, I'm naked. Your vision is hazy and you can make out anything other than the ceiling. You hear the sound of a lighter being turned on. Someone is lighting candles around you. You try to get up and move, but your limbs won't respond. You're completely helpless. The last thing you see is someone taking a picture of you with a Polaroid. Then your consciousness fades to black. Ending 404, Ritual. Alright. Nice. So it was a little bit frustrating, but now that you go past it, it's nice. So I have to get ending 3 out of 4, which I'm assuming it's the good one. Okay, so we need to get that last ending. I'm assuming I need to not go out when we hear the sound. You don't see holes or way to open it, but you pick up a potent bleach-like smell coming from it. Seems like a package container for some online order. There are no contents left inside. There are large tiers where the shipping levels probably where I sit now. There's no way of telling what the product was, who sent it, or who was intended. It was Amazon. What's that? The cage is made of sturdy metal compared to everything else in the house. It is surprisingly good condition. There is no rust or any part of the cage, let alone dust. It is too large for the basement door. Whoever bought it down here must have disarmed it, buried all the parts down, and then reassembled on the basement floor. There is nothing inside at the moment. Statue of some humanoid creature you've never seen. Anything like it. Legs of the creature appears to be goat legs. The head and face looks fused into the body, falling to resemble any animal you know. On close inspection, there are dark red smears on certain parts of the statue in the ground area, as if someone had wiped up with blood on it. I don't like that. There's a very ominous circle there. Plastic shelving unit. Sparsely populated with items. You see a machete, stick hammer, ball gag, hand kinky, and a rope. You wonder if all these items were used in unison at any point in time and shudder. Yeah, can I grab one to protect myself? Okay, there's a very obvious circle in here. You don't know what you're looking at. Okay, but if I leave, I'm gonna get killed, right? Oh, maybe she's outside, so maybe... Okay, but what if I hide in here? What if I hide under here? What if I hide in here? So I cannot get close to the exit door. I'm gonna die. What if I check this? I need to find Sophie. Yeah, I need to find Sophie, but I cannot get close to there. I'm gonna get killed. I thought maybe she was hiding somewhere in here, but doesn't seem to be the case. And I cannot grab anything to defend myself. I thought she was going to be under the table. The moment I get close, I'm dead, right? I don't see anything else I can do. I need to make sure Sophie it's okay. Shit. Again. How do I get ending 3? It's very confusing. How do I get ending 3? By the way, for the ritual ending, I was expecting something a little bit more complex. Forget about cinematography, let's just record everything and leave, okay? Whatever you say, Sophie. Can we just leave? What the fuck? So it happens if I go into this room too. I don't think it gives me time to react, and I don't think I could. Ending 404 again. So it feels like the moment I go inside either of the rooms, I'm just stuck into the ending 404. But there must be something I can do, right? Hmm. Yeah, there's a bunch of things you can learn about what's happening in here, which is nice, but there's actually nothing to do. Like, like something you can actively do to prevent your fate. For example, what if I save here instead? Nothing I can do. I feel like maybe if I... Yeah, honestly, no idea. This game, it's nice. It's spooky. It actually scared me without the need of jump scares and stuff like that. But when it comes to actually letting you know what you have to do, at least giving you clues, it's not very good. You have to like try every single possible combination. It's trying to nail the numbers on a dial like one by one until you get it right. Like maybe she went outside, so the game is telling you to go outside. When you go outside, you get the bad ending, right? Yeah, there's nothing else to inspect. I honestly have no idea. I'm sure it's something very ridiculous. It doesn't let me go there or back here again. So the moment you go out of there, you're kind of locked into this ending. Unless again, there's something random I can inspect. I will be expecting Sophie to be hiding in here. Or under the bed, right? Yeah, no, there's no chance to run back away. So it has to be before I go out. I'm gonna give it one more, like a few minutes more, because honestly, this is too much. Also, the endings are not that interesting because, like, they are good. I really, really like the fact that you can escape 2 times. Like, you can prevent your death twice. Really, really good. But oh yeah, it happens if I go here too, right? The worrying thing is in no single moment. you try to arm yourself in any kind of way. Like, it's just here that it tells me. Sophie, where are you? Like, there's not a lot of places a human can be hiding, right? So. Hmm. There's also the option to run away now. I would be expecting that there will be a way to just, screw it, let's get out of here. Aha! No? Okay, that would be like, maybe I can just walk a little bit before the... Come on, let's go. Because if you go out now, you're cooked, right? So, whatever I... And that you don't know what you're looking at really bothers me, because it's pretty obvious what it is. I think it has the potential of being really fun. Like, you could make a trap for the killer or something, like, oh, there's bleach, there's a cage. Yeah, I love that gives you clues, but like, if you're not gonna use them for anything, what's the point, right? Yeah, there's absolutely nothing to do in here. Although, like, maybe a secret door or something like that. But no. And the moment I go out, I'm cooked because this guy doesn't want to take. You could take something from here, at least even the handcuffs or something. You think the moment I uncovered the thing, I got stuck? I'm gonna inspect everything one more time. And if not, I'm just gonna accept my fate that I will never know the other ending. It's just there's a bunch of things that you can inspect, which I usually love in games when the game lets you, like, inspect everything and get opinions on everything. But in this game, the first part is just reading everything, and yeah, it gives you clues about what's happening in the house. But you can do nothing about it. You don't get, like, insight on what to do in the game, right? You get insight of the story, but not in the game. and there's no items that you can use to solve a puzzle. It's just like every time you move forward in the story, you have to check everything again, and that's not a fun way to progress, right? I feel like it kind of hinders the fun of the game. I do like that one object has multiple ways of interacting with it, but then again, it amounts to nothing in the end, right? Yeah, absolutely nothing. Nope. And I cannot even go back here or go here. So I just assume my fate is sealed the moment I not the moment I go in. I mean, not the moment I go out. The moment I go in, right? Yeah, I would really like to find ending 3, but I think I played enough of this game, and it's just gonna be the same thing until I find that one specific thing I have to click on to get the ending. So yeah, I guess that was House in the Woods. It has a bunch of positive things, but also a bunch of not so positive things. I like the menu design. It barely looks an RPG Maker game. It looks very neat. The story seems to be nice, but then again, how can I say this? There's too much environmental storytelling and not much actual storytelling, so it's hard to know what's happening, right? It's like, oh yeah, you found pictures yourself, and you want to be a YouTuber famous. Yeah, that's nice and all, right? But there's no like actual background. I usually don't like notes in games, like, oh, the killer left this note, the victim left this note, and it's just like a wall of text, right? I usually don't like that, but I think this game could have benefited a little bit from that, like a little more background on what happened, right? Oh, this is a house where a bunch of people died. Yeah, how? Why? Give me the context, right? And also the endings are nice. I especially like the two first endings when you actually get away, because that's something you usually don't see in games and movies, right? But all the endings, at least the three endings I got, they don't go too deep into something, right? In the last one, you just straight up die. You don't even see the killer. This game would also benefit from a little bit of like actual illustrations of the things it's showing. Like the pictures. Yeah, I know making illustrations or like getting assets, it's not easy. So I kind of understand that one. But yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine things when they don't show it to you. And most of all, like I think that the biggest quote unquote mistake of this game, it's how you progress through the game, right? I'm not a big fan. I'm a big fan of clicking on things because I want to, not because I have to, right? It was very very frustrating to find the door under there. Yeah, it was pretty obvious because they mentioned there was a trap door, but I was looking at the trap door because when I wanted to interact with the rock before, I couldn't, so I just assumed it you couldn't interact with it, right? I don't know if there's other things in the house that become interactable after a certain moment, and I just don't pay attention to them because they weren't interactable before, right? I'm sure there's a very simple way to get ending 3, but I'm just too dumb to find it. But yeah, I would recommend like the developer of this game to maybe in future House in the Woods sequels. I don't know, like remake of this game, other games, whatever. It's just a suggestion, right? Like try to you have the girl character there, right? Sophie. You can make Sophie give you clues about things like, hey, have you tried this thing? Have you tried this? Only when you ask, right? Like not unprompted, but you can be like, hey, where do you think I could look at? I don't know, maybe look at this thing, right? It would be a good way to prevent the player from getting stuck or missing endings, because at this point, again, it's just like trying to nail a four number combination on a dial pad that you don't even know any of the numbers, right? It's like 1 2 3 4, no. 1 3 2 4, no. 1 4 3 2, no. 1 4 2 3. It's until you get it right? And it doesn't feel rewarding as a player to just, oh yeah, I nailed it because it had to be done, right? Otherwise, like that aside, and that the endings are too simple, I think this is a nice RPG Maker game. If you guys want to try it and try to get ending 3 that I missed, the link will be down in the description with all the games I played so far. Please give this game a try. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, developer, for making the game. And I will see you guys in the next indie game, stream, or whatever I decide to do with this channel in this spooky season. I'll see you later.